Hello friends. Welcome to my channel Anime Zone Sensei. So I am your host and you're watching a brand new video. In this video I will show you top 10 fantasy anime where main character is overpowered. This video is recommended by Razor Play ZBG. Also I want you guys to recommend me more about my upcoming videos. I really want to know what kind of video you want. So please let me know. There are total 10 anime ranking, but all are different from other. Also no fantasy anime. So I hope you enjoy. Before I start the list, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. If you like this video then I will be very happy. So let's start the video. Number 10. The strongest sage with the weakest crest. At birth, mages randomly acquire one of the 4 crests that represents the extent of their magical capability. Equipped with a crest specializing in creation, a man named Gaius reached the ceiling of his potential, becoming known as the world's strongest sage. Despite his overwhelming power, he is unsatisfied with his abilities and desires to possess the mark suitable for close combat. Knowing that a person's crest is unchangeable, Gaius decides to reincarnate far into the future, hoping to alter his fate. Thousands of years later, Gaius is reborn as Matthias Hildesheimer, successfully obtaining his long-coveted crest. However, he is surprised to learn that in these times, magic has vastly waned, and the techniques that were once widely used are now nothing more than just a speck of legend. Moreover, the crest that he painstakingly strived to attain is now considered the weakest, merely dubbed the crest of failure. Nevertheless, Matthias naturally exceeds all expectations. He enrolls into the royal capital's second academy, acing every trial that comes his way. But soon after, Matthias discovers the dark truth behind humanity's downfall into magical mediocrity demons and endeavors to remedy the consequence of his millennia-long absence once and for all. Number 9. 86. The disappearance of the Spearhead Squadron beyond the horizon does little to hide the intensity of the Republic of San Magnolia's endless propaganda. Vladilena Miles continues to operate as Handler 1, the commander of yet another dehumanized 86th faction squadron in the continuous war against the Legion. On the Western Front, Shiny Inuzen and his squad are quarantined in a military base controlled by the Federal Republic of Jayad, formerly known as the Jayadian Empire. The newly established government grants the saved 86 full citizenship and freedom. Housed by the President Ernst Zimmermann himself, the group meets his adoptive daughter and the last empress, Augusta Frederica Adele Adler. However, within the calm of this tender society, Shiny Eye and his team feel that their purpose is on the battlefield. Before long, they are once again in the midst of the Legion's onslaught as a part of the Federacy's Nordlicht squadron, accompanied by Augusta Frederica. But as history repeats itself, they realize that no matter the side, death and pain on the front lines are the only comfort they know. Number 8. The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt. The King of Natra has fallen ill, leaving the only hope for his kingdom to his son, Prince Wine Salima Arbalest. Known to be capable and wise, he is the perfect candidate to become the Prince Regent. However, if the prince has anything to say about the matter, he would rather sell off the kingdom of Natra to the highest bidder. Since he wields the authority of the throne, no one can stop Wine from auctioning off the country and using the profits to retire in comfort. All he needs to do is raise the value of the small kingdom to maximize his gains. But whether Wine's grand plan will succeed remains to be seen, as his wit often surpasses even his own expectations, much to the benefit of the oblivious citizens of Natra. Number 7. Life with an ordinary guy who reincarnated into a total fantasy knockout. A dull old man and his handsome best friend were summoned to another world by a naked goddess. However, because of the goddess's mischief, he has turned into a peerless, beautiful girl. To get back his body, he has to go on a journey with his best friend to defeat the Demon King, an old man that became a beautiful girl and a handsome old man. Let the madness-filled, rom-com journey in another world begin. Number 6. How a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom. Together with his talented aides, the realist hero Kazuya Soma continues his quest of reinvigorating the Elfrieden kingdom through administrative reform. Having successfully conquered Van, the capital city of the Principality of Amadonia, Kazuya now faces the envoy from Grand Chaos Empire, who wishes to impose punishment for breaching the ban on war established by the Mankind Declaration Treaty. Despite the dire situation, Kazuya sees a path to avoid unnecessary conflict whilst gaining new allies. With his plan being seemingly perfect, the only barrier to success is gaining approval from the envoy. Number 5. Princess Connect. Dive second season. In the continent of Astria, a man falls from the sky, possessing no memories other than his name, Yuki. An elf named Kokoro finds him, introducing herself as his guide in the world they are about to traverse. With Kokoro's guidance, Yuki is able to learn how this world works, from battling monsters to handling currency. To earn money for their journey, Yuki and Kokoro decide to go to a nearby guild association to accept a simple quest. In their expedition, they meet Pekarine, a somewhat gluttonous but charming girl skilled in battle. The next day, they also meet Carol, a cat girl specializing in magic. After some time, a bond of friendship and camaraderie forms between them. And the four decide to create a guild of their own. As they continue their adventures, they explore the world, meet new people, and will perhaps uncover the mysteries behind Yuki's missing memories. Number 4. The case study of Vanitas. Vanitas and no archivist head out to the town of Gavaden in search of the beast, an enormous wolf-like creature that has slaughtered hundreds of people. Suspecting that the beast is a curse-bearing vampire, Vanitas primarily aims to heal it using the powers of his grimoire. Along the way, the two get separated and suddenly travel back to the past to the exact moment the beast is lurking in the woods. After a battle against the gigantic wolf and a vampire hunter, Vanitas decides to team up with Jean in order to find No. Despite being allies, Jean's goal is the opposite of Vanitas, as she was tasked to kill the beast, suspecting it may be someone she used to know. Meanwhile, a severely wounded No is picked up by the mysterious Chloe D'Apkier and her servant. Like No, Chloe is a vampire whose existence was erased from the public's knowledge. She has been a guardian for future generations, and once tried to find a way to become human again. While No is grateful to Chloe for her hospitality, little does he know that she might be siding with forces far more dangerous than the beast itself. Number 3. Arifureta, From Commonplace to World's Strongest Season 2. The ordinary life of 17-year-old otaku Hajime Nagumo is disrupted when he and his classmates are summoned to a fantasy world and tasked with saving mankind. While his classmates are gifted with impressive abilities useful in combat, Hajime is belittled for only gaining an inferior transmutation skill that lacks any real offensive power. During an expedition in the Great Orcus Labyrinth, Hajime is betrayed by one of his classmates, plummeting him to the bottom of an abyss. Though he survives the fall, Hajime is faced with menacing monsters and misfortunes that send him spiraling into a grim nightmare. Desperate to live and return home one day, he resolves to fight for his survival, only to meet an imprisoned vampire he names Yu, who is also seeking to escape the labyrinth. Taking an interest in him, Yu and a few others along the way accompany Hajime on his journey to find a way back home, while steadily transforming from commonplace to the world's strongest. Number 2. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba Entertainment District Arc. This series is getting popular day by day. Recently, Demon Slayer Season 2 is finished and Demon Slayer Season 3 is already announced. The devastation of the Mugen Train incident still weighs heavily on the members of the Demon Slayer Corps. Despite being given time to recover, life must go on, as the wicked never sleep. A vicious demon is terrorizing the alluring women of the Yoshiwara Entertainment District. The Sound Pillar, Tenjin Yuzui, and his 3 wives are on the case. However, when he soon loses contact with his spouses, Tenjin fears the worst and enlists the help of Tanjiro Kamado, Zenitsu Agatsuma, and Inosuke Hashibara to infiltrate the district's most prominent houses and locate the depraved upper-rank demon. Number 1. Attack on Titan, the final season Part 2. Turning against his former allies and enemies alike, Eren Yeager sets a disastrous plan in motion. Under the guidance of the Beast Titan, Zeke, Eren takes extreme measures to end the ancient conflict between Marley and Eldia, but his true intentions remain a mystery. Delving deep into his family's past, Eren fights to control his own destiny. Meanwhile, the long-feuding nations of Marley and Eldia utilize both soldiers and titans in a brutal race to eliminate the other. Reiner Braun uses his own powers in a desperate bid to hold off Eren's own militaristic force, and his fellow Eldians children Falco Grice and Gabi Braun struggle to survive in the unfolding chaos. Elsewhere, Eren's childhood friends Mikasa Ackerman and Armin Arlert remain imprisoned alongside Eren's former Survey Corps companions, all disturbed by Eren's monstrous transformation. Under the blind belief that Eren still secretly harbors good intentions, Mikasa and the others enter the fray in an attempt to save their friend's very soul.